Hello everyone, my name is Karond. Welcome to Mordheim Madness Season 1 and the deciders game of Group E. Both of these players have lost to Udava, as we can see here, and both of them have gotten a walkover win against Clyde. We're here to see the final game of Group E, and the lucky Group E, as it is said, because the winner here, despite ending up second in the group, goes on to the winner's bracket, where they are gonna face off against Talon, one of the tournament favorites. We will see who that be. We have Daddy Cool. We're gonna follow this game from his perspective. He'll be playing as the Sisters of Sigmar, and we have Rodfather as the Mercenaries. We do know that both of these warbands might be a bit underpowered, especially Daddy Cool. We saw that in his game against Udava. Rodfather has still not won a single game yet, so that might also be an indication of his power level. But we will wait and see what happens. So here they are about to start, so let's just jump into the game, and good luck to both players. Alright, here we go. One warband deploys tightly around its wagon while the other is scattered randomly under the area, scared by something. It depends on the map, however this turns out. Since one is deployed around the wagon, but the other one is almost always deployed around the wagon as well. You do get a lot of different starting points, so we'll see how that looks like from Daddy Cool's perspective here. Yeah, Daddy Cool is the one being scattered, and as you can see, he can deploy pretty much anywhere. Like to the right of his wagon there is a little house with at least 10 spots in it, so he can deploy pretty much the same way. We saw that the rating difference here was 600, quite big, but also that both of the ratings were pretty low. We already know that Daddy Cool is bringing a warman that's not really up to par. Blue items, under-leveled characters, and plenty of injuries between them. So he's definitely the underdog in this game, but I think Rodfather is a little bit the same, and we might see both of them bringing their impressive here. I don't see a reason why they would have such a low rating otherwise. 3,500 and 2,900, which would be cool to see. A maiden against an ogre. We see indeed here that Daddy Cool opted to just place his guys around randomly. Pretty odd choice. He did bring a maiden, however. And he's relatively close to the enemy, so let's see what he does. Wanted to cover the frontier with the ambush. Pretty decent ambush setup, if I have to say so myself. You can see the initiative here is a bit mixed between both of them. And if we take a look at the top left corner of the morale here, 184 for Daddy Cool and 214 for Rodfather. And they already see each other. Very interesting. Bit of a sisters matchup here. A novice against a novice. No, not a novice against a sister. Gonna see if Daddy Cool now can gather up his team. He had the opportunity to just put all of his team together, but just elected not to. It's going to be key here to see if at the very corner of the building in front of her here, if that path is open or not, so that you see right to the left of the huge stacks of wordstone, there is usually a path. Sometimes it's blocked, sometimes it's open, and if it's open here, it could mean a good flanking route for Daddy Cool. I'll wait and see. As soon as someone gets close and takes a look at that. Ambushing just around at that specific location that the call was is very much a known area for desyncs. You can sneak around that since the you see the wall protruding out there a little bit. It means that you can actually sneak under that and approach the unit, and then trigger their ambush, and then they just run off into the distance and you're cast a desync. It's probably one of the worst, it's actually the worst area in the game for ambush desyncs, I think. So we hope that doesn't happen. We see hand bomb here, not even mastered, which is odd, so it doesn't do much damage at all. Looks like to be like a hunting rifle. Ah, and we see the impressive here, so yes, they both have an impressive. Ah, I don't mind this. Why not? Yeah, I might want... The Ogre, unlike the Pyrus Mordheim Planner website, doesn't have actually full movement. It starts with the movement 5, so it's the slowest impressive of them all. Let's see if Rodfather here has nice shot, first blood. Has done anything to improve that? We're gonna see a big battlefield here, fast and bloody between these two. See if Daddy Cool can hopefully... Gonna trigger the ambush here. Oh, I was so happy that didn't desync. This is gonna hurt, no doubt. We can see that Rodfather has made a really poor choice in the weapon of Marg Brain Basher, which is a two-handed hammer. Two-handed hammers do the most damage out of the two-handed weapons, but with impressives you really want to avoid the damage penalty two-handed gives you, because for each subsequent attack you lose minus 15% damage. And you can see that we're going down lower numbers here, and he missed his first attack, the crucial one. It also looks like this particular ogre has an eye injury, so it's minus 10% hit chance. Wow. Yeah. Well, in the plus side, I think one of these players are gonna enter the Mordheim ranking system, since they will win this game, and you need a win to be ranked. But that was also very odd. Instead of doing 2 regular attack, he opted for a single vital strike and took 60 damage for that. Pretty odd choice. Well, at the very least, one of these players are going to get ranked, and I don't think any of these 2 players are going to get through. They are, however, in the very lucky group, Group E, and they've both been defeated by Uddava so far. But in Group E, they enter up into the winner's bracket, so they actually have to play at least 2 more games if you go through from this. The loser who loses this game goes out, of course. See, one of the sisters is almost dead already. Can't for the life of me understand why Daddy Cool didn't gather up his team. Maybe we were fooled by the spawning points, and maybe he didn't actually get to pick a starting spot? I don't know. You're walking in the wrong way. See that this purifier might not be too useful. She did lack a few spell choices, mostly mastered spells. Might see impressive on impressive here. Another poor impressive choice, the two-handed weapon. So they are both not choosing the best option for them. It just shows their inexperience, and it, as I said, I think either both of these players are going to, whoever wins there is gonna lose big time in the two coming games. I don't see any other explanation for this. At least she does have exhaustion. Does she have a mastered stance that she can pick? She must have to do this. Alright, so 30 damage to get a 65% dodge. It could still be worth it, considering that it's a two-handed hammer and you do get plus 10% dodge chance against that particular weapon. That spell is not gonna do anything except bring her up. You use it mostly to, yeah. I mean, it's a nice usage to get her back up, but realistically, saving her 2 red pills and 2 blue pills for 4 red pills, it's not really very cost efficient here. Gonna go in with everything he's got. See the effect here of passive after matriarch, after successfully casting a single spell. After successfully casting a single spell, you get your next attack 1 red pill less. That was kind of funny. That was sure interesting. That was the second time in the PvP tournament scene that I've actually seen that happen in front of my very eyes in a recording. The first time was when Slaver got lost against Far 85 in the very end of the match, but this time it happens this early on. I think Daddy Cool has a bit of bad luck, and I think that's sad for the game, since Daddy Cool needs all the help he can get in this game. Gonna see an onslaught here of the Rodfather's units. I mean, you always hate it when this happens to you, but oh, good bit of damage. We see hit and run triggering. I don't think she will be able to disengage from this. So, well, she might. We'll see. We'll see. I think the rule is that if you can charge something, you can also disengage from it. And I think that applies to the ambushes as well. Taking some heavy damage here, though. She's already have 1 open wounds effect on her. Gonna lower her chance of. You can see that this champion has a peg leg. And they are full of injuries, these two guys. That's the further reason why they won't make it entering with PvE warbands. But it's nice that they at least came here to participate and do their matches, and maybe they will learn something. Maybe they come back for the next tournament with a better warband. I'm actually preparing to, with some other players, get some new warband files up that already have all of the characters at level 10, just with no skills or attribute points, so you can just pick whatever stats you want and just jump into the tournament scene. It's gonna be useful for the next tournament, no doubt. It's something these two players desperately need, because they are very much underpowered. And it's nice that they get a game against each other, but sad about the start here for Daddy Cool. So what can Daddy Cool do? We saw that the Purifier does not have Comet of Sigmar, and in the last game we saw of Daddy Cool, he had Comet of Sigmar on one of his Purifiers and it wasn't even mastered. But this is gonna be tough. You can't get up to this
a new round has started.
Oh yeah, that's not a good hit chance. It's really not a good hit chance. Yeah, on the plateau you can't actually climb up to it where the tower is. You have to go all the way around, and that means around the ogre, and I think that path's blocked now. That's a very unusual choice, I have to say. Why not use Prayer of Swiftness coupled with Sidestep? That was a pretty poor choice here by Daddy Cool, and I think that the peg-legged champion is definitely going to take her down. Let's see what Esther Aldenberg can do here. She needs to put in some damage here, at least, because the captain and everyone else is coming. Do you have Adrenaline Rush? Because otherwise, if you charge, you're only gonna get one attack. I trust that he knows this. Sneaky character here. Gonna suffer a return blow, and let's see if you have Adrenaline Rush. You do not. And a very low dodge chance to boot. Fail the fear test, minus 10% chance. Doesn't concern this sister though. It seems like even the second win, it just brought you back up. You didn't actually... You still had the stun penalties. I think this is nice. Like Hidden Strike always helps, but that warrior is gonna go in here and prevent it alone, most likely. Otherwise it would have been a good tactic, since this champion has a helmet and probably doesn't have too great of an all-alone stat. Yeah, no options to shoot right now. Don't go too close, go more to the left. Okay. You see a normal shot now. Impact shot, good. Nothing's really going the way of Daddy Cool. Let's see if he loses the sister here. The matriarch is definitely more dangerous, and the matriarch could, with some luck, maybe bring down the ogre. You see it, he has lost his right eye. Minus 10% hit chance, but he does look cooler. Precise strike. Wasn't very precise. We don't really see the log here, and see a crippling shot. Cool. Not gonna do anything though. Well, it's gonna prevent the second attack. Yeah, so that's at least something. Raging Elena. She better be raging now. Oh, she has a Comet of Sigmar, and it's mastered. That's very nice. She might have been the one of them that had that. I recall two purifiers, one of them without mastered Comet. Yeah, yes, fire away. What's the worst? I look at that potential divine rat, 24%. No wonder your characters blow up. That'd be cool. Really taking risks here, but yeah, if you can bring down the ogre, maybe. Yeah, you're gonna suffer for this, I guess. Wow, narrowly avoids that. 39, 54%. Let's see what happens now. Oh, nothing. You can keep going. You're invincible. Alright, alright. Can finish off the ogre now. I don't use a feint, just a mastered feint even. Just do normal attacks here, you're gonna finish him off. So unnecessary. So unnecessary. Oh wow, and you still got hit? That's some bad luck. That's really bad luck. Yeah, nothing is really going Daddy Cool's way here. Down to 23 damage. What, using Adrenaline Rush? Well, usually, yes. But remember that she has used so many attacks now that taking 60 damage to do 30 damage, completely not worth it. That ogre is not gonna get a second attack, so feint is useless at this point. If he's not dead before his next turn, you've made a serious mistake. You can probably just finish him here. There we go! So, 1 kill each. Very nice here. Maybe you can step in front of the captain and then block off. You can actually go 2-2 on this guy too. So he might face he will face an all alone test, and he also has a helmet, so he might have a poor all alone stat. Depends on where these warriors go. This particular warrior go, by the way. He's gonna save one of the champions. He's gonna elect the non-peg-legged one. Lots of henchmen, 3 henchmen about to die for Daddy Cool. Let's see the all alone test now coming up. Okay, this champion first. Might actually kill Esther Aldenberg here. Seems pretty likely. Doing consistent damage. Oh, not just yet. We're gonna finish her off with the captain probably. It's up to the maiden here to lead the charge. Maybe the maiden can do something. I hope that Eddie Cool has some alternate weapons for the maiden. Hopefully dual wielding something so that she does consistent good damage. Succeeded on the all alone test. Good for him. 63% chance. That was not super stable, but he made it anyway. Probably gonna kill off this poor sister though. Precise strike, good from the dodge. Just need another hit here. There we go. Using insult here could be an indication that the captain might go after this particular henchman instead. Or is he too tempted to use this one? Yeah, he is. But why use insult if you're not gonna attack her? Might with one of the warriors? Another precise strike, beating the parry. Doing quite a bit of damage here. Lost 2 henchmen and the matriarch. 2-1 impressive. You see the black powder trap actually tripping off. That was kind of fun to see. Andy Heidelor inflicted 32 damage to Andy Heidelor, so the smuggler doesn't even get credit. But it was fun. I've never actually seen that trap either in PvP. So, a game of new things. I would go after the other henchman that your champion is fighting, yeah. If you wanted to use insult, you had to do it for a reason. That's good. Gonna cast an all alone test here too.
A new round has started.
How much damage can Daddy Cool here do? Might see the novice going through that specific path. You see the doorway right here, well in the line of sight. Yeah, Lana Dreschner is not looking too well, and you can see it. She only has 4 red pills. She's really under-leveled. She's not level 10 yet. Level 10 is when you get your 5th red pill. Oh, we might see her die here. Yeah, she's probably going to die. There we go. Oh, she was level... Yikes, she was level 10, but she must have had an injury then, with 1 red pill less. As well as some other injuries, lowering her wounds. Okay, so doing a little bit of damage on the heavily armored captain. Losing another henchman. not looking too good here. Having lost a lot of units, and you can see that from the morale here. All it needs to lose one more unit, and then it's the route test, and the only two that can take the route test is the Purifier and of course the Smuggler. The Smuggler can have decent leadership, the Purifier usually do not. Oh no. I hate it when they are fighting like right under that. Seems like a good choice, but Daddy Cool is basically run over here. We thank him for participating in this tournament. I think he hopes that he will be back with a more competitive warband, reads up a little bit about PvP and what different kinds of abilities do. You don't see it here, but in the chat he's asking me that he doesn't understand why he keeps taking the fear tests even though the ogre is dead. But that's what you do. You do continue taking fear tests or terror tests when you're inflicted by until you actually pass them. It doesn't matter that the target is dead. Wow, yeah, so Raging Helena cannot take a route test in that if she's stunned. Alright, pick your poison here before you two die. I'll go for the captain now. So far, Ingemon Van Drak has only healed himself up, while Daddy Cool is just taking more and more damage. Yeah, this is gonna be the last unit that Daddy Cool gets to, the second last unit that Daddy Cool gets to use in this tournament, I believe. Oh, it's nice that he's hitting everything. I hope that continues. Good work. You can see the damage is drastically being reduced here. We started out at 62, now we're down to 30, half damage. No, don't do that. Don't do that. You're gonna do 25 damage. Something like that. Oh, that's so poor. Can't even kill him. Oh. Took 60 more damage for that. Well, where is the henchman? Oh yeah. Succeeded all alone test. Good for you. Who are you gonna keep attacking? Let's see who this warrior attacks now. And, yeah, we're gonna see the end of Daddy Cool right here. That was the last unit that Daddy Cool used in this tournament, and now it's over. Impressive cannot take route tests, so as long as the Smuggler and the Purifier are down, Daddy Cool cannot pass the route test. Even so, I think Daddy Cool's units probably has a very low chance of passing the route test. We'll see, it's leadership times 4 of the unit that has the best leadership, but it's probably gonna be the Smuggler anyway, because I don't think the Purifier might survive this onslaught. You can see that Rodfather is very fond of precise strike. Doing a bit of damage, not too great damage, but at least it's some. What can Erwin Keller do? Having a white healing draught. Whoever wins here is gonna go up against Talon in the winner's bracket, and he will be a very big favorite to that. I think anyone would be a favorite against these two, as it stands. Big favorite. And after that they're gonna go down to the loser's bracket. Just gonna see where they end up. I say they, but I mean just one of them. Blue healing draught. Healing up what little damage he's taken. Oh, little, he's almost dead, but... If he has to attack here, he can get rid of his enemies. Has at least 2 more attacks. One more. Gonna see a precise strike. No, we're not. It's not worth it to save red pills on the captain since his parry attacks are free anyway. What do you know? We might actually see another turn after the call. I never thought it was possible, but it is to be so. Still a few units left to move, and I think that doesn't Rodfather has someone that starts out the next turn? Might still produce a kill. See a lucky stun here. 3% chance to do
A new round has started.
Couldn't go after the captain. No. Go after the captain. Do a kill. You can go around and kill the captain. It's possible. Captain, you're focused on him so much. There we go. It's not a good chance, but maybe with a bit of luck. Remember that he has Web of Steel mastered, so he has 3 deflections available to him. This novice has finally run around the map and goes and pick up the idol, and that's gonna be a round test right away. As soon as it's the Purifier's turn after the archer. I don't know why.
Your warband morale is critically low.
Yeah, let's just eliminate that from our minds. Is he wearing just a dagger? I believe so. The sticky sludge made no sense at all. There aren't any characters in that direction. And if Rodfather counted it up, he would have known that. crippling shot. Once more. It doesn't need to run away. We see a 60% chance, so 15 leadership, and that's definitely on the smuggler then. Nice try here with the strong blow. Remember, strong blow does remove parry chance. Gonna see another route test, and that's failed. Congratulations to Rodfather. You're through to the next round, winner's bracket, and thank you for participating.
Pray.
And that was it. We see Rodfather defeating Daddy Cool by 6-1, eliminating Daddy Cool from the tournament. Rodfather is through to the next round. Let's actually take a look at the playoff table 2 momentarily. And here we do see that it is indeed Talon against Rodfather, and whoever wins this is gonna face off against Udava, who will face off against someone else. So that will be cool to see. I'm sure we're gonna broadcast that game as well. For now, we have to say goodbye, and we hope for more interesting games in the future, and see you later.